Hello and welcome to Marketing Margaritas. This is one of our soundbite episodes, a little shorty one, and it's going to be on proofing your marketing material. So if you've signed up with an agency or you're going on a billboard or you're getting a new website done or all of the above, and now those bastards want you to proof your own stuff before it goes live. The audacity of some people. So I as much as I need it to happen, like I do get it. Like I understand the hassle of, I want this to happen, but then I actually have to go through and check it myself before anything can happen. I get why it's such a bugbear, but at the same time, from the other side, I have to have client approval for things before they go live. And I know what it's like to be the client. I've given you the thing that I want you to do, and now you want me to sign off on it. It's really painful, but it is essential because at the end of the day, as the supplier, it is not my decision how your money is spent and what ultimately goes up on that billboard or on that website or whatever. I will give you every bit of recommendation and advice and experience that I have to offer, but I cannot sign off on your stuff for you. It has to come from you. So I just wanted to give you 3 tips to make sure that when you are doing that awful proofing that you hate doing, that the time you're spending is being well used and that you're actually getting the outcome that you want, okay? So first thing is it right? So check the email address, check the phone number, check the name spelling, check all factual information, dates, venues, whatever it might be, the list of services, etc., etc. Check all of the facts. Is it actually all right? Do not rely on others here. No one knows your business like you do. And trust me, it is very heartbreaking as a marketing agency. I had this happen to me when I was a sole trader. I was doing a business card for someone. I copied their landline off their website, which I thought was correct. Put it onto their, this is the brief I gave to the designer because I'm the designer. The designer's done the design and then given to the client and they've gone, oh, that looks awesome. Yeah, send it to print. The phone number had 2 numbers around the wrong way. So their beautiful new business cards come back printed and that's when they realize it's wrong. And I'm like, what's wrong on your website too? And quite legitimately, it is not my fault, man. And I don't say that as a way of absolving myself from blame. I say that as a way of saying you need to actually check your shit and make sure that it is right because no one is better placed than you to know that things are right. Secondly is, does it make sense? So if someone has never heard of you, would they understand what the hell you're banging on about? So for example, I was in Townsville the other day and there was a massive billboard that had nothing but a logo and an image and a super generic heading. Now the heading wasn't this, but I'm going to say something like, we're the best, right? Could have been any, I had absolutely no clue what the business did. There wasn't even a website, which, I get it. I can Google that business name, sure, make me take the extra step to find your business because as the consumer, you're right, it is my responsibility to make more of an effort to find out about you. Anyway, like I said, generic logo, generic picture. Sorry, it was an eye-catching picture, but, and just saying we're the best. No idea what they did or anything, no website. And their business was actually an acronym too. So that means it's just letters. So I don't know about you, but when you search for acronyms, you can come up with all different kinds of things. I just wouldn't trust that people are going to be able to find me or even want to find me because they don't know what the fuck I do because I haven't given them any context whatsoever. It was just dumb. It was a dumb waste of money. Anyway, moving on, being clear, okay? Don't just expect that people are going to know you and what you're about. Make it simple. Doesn't mean you have to put a novel up there, but if you've got a really eye-catching picture and your logo, your website, and a cool heading, just one positioning statement, which is just one line that explains what the hell it is that you do and why people should choose you over others. Okay, this is my last one, and this is really important. Do you want to read it? So if you find yourself tuning out when reading, for example, your brochure or your website or your capability statement even, and I know capability statements do, for some businesses, they're more of a formal document, but just think about the people on the other end who might be looking at 5 different companies and are reading 5 different capability statements. If you can't be bothered to read your own stuff, why should they? Like, why the hell are they going to think that you're interesting and useful enough and worthy of their attention if you don't think you are? So whether it's the visuals or the wording, or preferably both, it needs to be something that your audience will firstly notice, and then secondly will actually pay attention to. They'll actually consume it. In summary, yes, proofing can suck, but the alternative is worse. So make sure you do it. Thanks for tuning in. Cheers.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Marketing and Margaritas. Find more free marketing tips, tricks and laughs at rebelnation.com.au.